Hey, we got a big star outside the studio. I mean, come on. Freddy Rodríguez. Did you see? Oh, you haven't seen it yet. You're not privileged to see the movie before it comes out in theaters.
I already seen it. I got tickets.
Grindhouse.
Yeah, I got tickets. Actually, good friends.
Please slam me. Are you serious? You're
good friends with Quentin, actually. No, I'm joking. I haven't seen it. But
we're all about Grindhouse. We've had we've had Kurt Russell in so far, who's stuntman Mike. We had Robert Rodriguez, the director of Planet Terror, starring that man right there, Freddy Rodríguez. And we also had Quentin Tarantino in a couple days ago.
And everybody says that every review I got is the first one. Roberts is actually not that it's just better. Not that either one's worse, or one stinks and one doesn't. They're both good, but the first one's better.
Now, a lot of people told me that, and then there's definitely a lot more action in the first one, the slasher zombie film, which I thoroughly enjoyed. And then the Quentin movie after that makes it seem a little weird. But then when you take a day after you see both features, I like both of them equally.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Quentin's nowhere near the show today, so I'm not BSing.
Not kissing ace.
Yeah.
Not kissing anus.
Yeah. Freddie, come on in, man. What is he doing out there? No, but Grindhouse is amazing. So far, the early reviews have been unbelievable.
Hi, good, buddy. How you doing?
Happening.
How you doing?
Doing good. Good.
Anthony hasn't seen it yet. He's good.
No, damn it. I'm going Friday, yeah.
And Bob Kelly hasn't seen it yet?
No. I just saw him in, what's that movie you did with Batman? What's the...
Harsh Times.
Harsh Times. I just actually rented that 3 days ago.
What the hell is that?
It's a great movie.
Let's start there. What's Harsh Times all about?
It's, you know what, you think it's going to be this one movie like, it's this cop... It's really weird, man. It's these two guys, you think they're cops, but they're not. They dress up in suits... And they drive around in a cop car, but they're just like these dudes who smoke weed and get into trouble and get into fights, and then they go to Mexico and...
Yeah, it's the guy who wrote Training Day. So if you guys see Training Day, it's the same format, two guys in a car. And it's me and Christian Bale, the guy who played Batman.
Yeah.
And we just play these best friends who, as he said, roll around and smoke weed and drink and two screw-ups. You guys would love it.
I thought I'd seen every Christian Bale movie.
This one's a good movie. It's a little different,
that one.
Because you're waiting for him to be pull out a badge. But he's a guy trying to be a cop, but can't get on the force. Then he gets on... the feds, and he's got a chick.
Eva Longoria plays the girlfriend.
She's gorgeous, and he actually put her through school. So now she's a lawyer paying the bills, and he's going to get a job, but he winds up hanging out with Christian Bale all day, and they just smoke weed, get drunk, and he's fighting it. And
we'll go try to cop some weed, and instead of paying for it, we'll rob the drug dealer and take all his weed and take his gun, and we'll go try to sell the gun to get more money to buy more weed.
I got to see that one.
Yeah,
good movie.
All right, let's say hi to Dan in North Carolina. Dan, what's up?
Yeah, I love you guys. Love the show. Listen, Freddie, I was wondering how great Anne Hathaway's boobs in Havoc were. You look like you were having a good time.
Oh, man. Yeah, it was crazy. It's the first time I've ever been butt naked with a woman in a movie. Anne Hathaway's a cool chick. Whenever you do scenes like that, it's always strange, man, because you got like 30 people in the room. You got the grip in the back yawning and eating donuts, so it's,
it's got to be,
But that would actually turn me on.
Scene. Right.
That would actually having people watch me.
Yeah.
Well, you don't want him to look like, what's his name there in Boogie Nights? Holding the mic boom going, just freaking out, shaking. Looking at Dirk Diggler's cock, just freaking out. That scene's great, man. He's trying to hold the mic boom and he's just shaking.
It's losing his mind. I gotta watch that movie.
Make out.
Speaking of being naked, Freddy's naked with Rose McGowan in Planet Terror, the first feature in Grindhouse. Did you get to see some stuff or what?
A little bit. A lot of cutting around there.
They cut for the movie, but I'm thinking that Rose McGowan isn't shy about her body. It's like, I don't give a fuck if Freddy sees it or Robert Rodriguez, hint, hearing things about that. But it looks like she's not shy, and you get to see everything when you're filming that scene.
A little bit. Not, Not much. It's it's movie magic what you see on screen.
Yeah.
It wasn't as sexy as it looked.
Yeah, the only movie that was good like that was The Brown Bunny. She actually blew the guy.
Yeah, what's
Oh, right.
What's his name? Yeah, that was the only movie that she just went, well, fuck it. Wow.
Oh, Chloe 70.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
That was her man. That was her real boyfriend.
Yeah.
What's his name again? I forgot.
Gallo.
Vincent Gallo.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, the king of independent films.
That's seen as
and hair lips.
As real as it comes.
And what?
Hair lips. He has hair lips. Does he? Yeah, look at his mouth. Snap.
Didn't know that.
Suck my cock. Snap, snap. Snap, snap. Buffalo 60 snip. Snap, 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 snap.
I would have thought Joaquin would have been king of the hair lifts, though.
By the way,
He does.
Jason from Rye has a great observation. Why the fuck is Bob Kelly explaining everything? The star of the movie is sitting right next to him. You dope.
Yeah, and Bob's explaining it.
Well, I just figured it'd help him. He's probably tired from doing radio. And I was just trying to help him.
He just saw it, so it's.
I just saw the movie, you jackass. What are you adding to the show?
As opposed to, being in it. You saw it.
Fucking antenna breaks. Fat fuck.
Dude, we've told everyone else that is associated with Grindhouse. The people, a lot of us have seen the movie around here. We absolutely loved it. And
thank you.
The early reviews are great. You guys are going to kick ass at the box office. You're the star planter, the first feature, the double feature. And the movie starts with Rose McGowan with one of the hottest scenes I've ever seen in a real movie. Right. Not talking porn and stuff. And she never gets officially naked. She's a stripper, just working her body. The music's perfect. Just how the whole scene was filmed.
Yeah.
She sticks her tongue on a mirror, so it looks like she's looking at another girl's tongue, but it's her tongue, and it's just like the guys in the theater when I went to see it. I was with Jimmy and his girl and a few other people. Everyone was just trying to control themselves because they were there with chicks,
right?
Just losing their minds, and that's how the thing opens.
Yeah,
and then it's just an all-out Freddy Rodríguez versus the world of zombies.
Yeah, it was cool for me, man. It was the first time I've ever played an action hero. And I've been here a few times, I've been here promoting stuff, and you've seen some of my other stuff, and as you see, it's a much different character than I've ever played. So I was just honored that someone like Robert, who always does these badass films, always has a badass action hero, anti-hero in his film, chose me, and so I was really pleased with the way it came out, man. Let me ask, wasn't it one of the most original movie experiences that you've had in a while? I mean, to see both and the fake trailers in between and all that.
The fake trailers were. I want to see some of those movies now. Yeah. That's what. That's what those guys should do. Is
talking about making them into movies. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll all depend on whether the movie does well this weekend. I think if it does well overall, I think it's going to spark a whole new genre of movies.
How's Robert to work with? Cool?
He's great, man. Yeah. It was especially cool. Well, first of all, watching Robert work is incredible. This guy edits his own films. He directs them. He's the DP. He's the music composer. I mean, he
fucks the stars.
I know.
Is he banging around?
Hey, he's laughing. Thank God. I was a little scared to go with that line, but
there were a few things written. There were a few things written in the papers.
We're just pissed off because the day after he was in, there's a huge story in page 6 of the Post about how he's quote banging Rose McGowan and left his wife of like 80 years and they're 5 or 6 kids behind. He said,
this big story came out in the paper. It's like, what the hell's going on?
Why couldn't we have this a day earlier?
Yeah. Oh well.
But anyway, he's having a good time.
Yeah, he does everything.
Yeah,
and that's got to be a little intimidating.
Yeah, well, this guy, he's like George Lucas, man. I mean, this guy owns his own sound stages, his own studio. I mean, he's 100% self-sufficient.
Yeah.
100% away from the studio system in Hollywood. I mean, it's incredible to see that
great
somebody...
freedom to have.
Yeah.
That must be a bitch, though, if you're like the editor and he's kind of over your shoulder.
Right.
Because it's like, what does this fucking guy know? I'm the editor. The guy has edited his own movies.
Yeah.
He knows how to do this very well.
Right.
Isn't George Lucas one of his mentors, too, I was reading?
I know, I think George Lucas is the guy who
made him go digital or something like that?
Yeah, showed him digital and convinced him to go digital. Yeah.
I just want to shake George Lucas's neck. I just want to grab it and
doesn't have quite the waddle there.
Yeah, just like a
going there.
He looks like one of the creatures in the bar. Now, doesn't he look like one of them?
It's not like one of the curses. He's been cursed. He wanted fame and fortune. He made a deal with the devil, and the deal is he has to look like one of his characters as he gets older.
Digital remastered Star Wars. Can you do that to his neck?
Just paint it green. That's all he's got to do, and film himself in front of a green screen.
How many billion is that guy worth?
Yeah,
get
it, man.
That's
Get
enough.
it cut off.
Keeps all his bank statements in his pelican neck.
Oh man,
Come on.
that's
I like
bad.
the guy.
It's George Lucas.
I love it. Yeah, like I'm gonna make a dent in anything that his self-esteem. Everything was fine until Anthony said.
I gotta tell you, because Grindhouse has such a buzz, and we get Robert in and Quentin Tarantino. We were all like kind of like hoping we were going to get discovered when they were in.
Oh really?
Oh yeah. We were we were working it to the limit.
When you think of these indie guys, guys that really pretty much started out. I mean, Robert with the goddamn wheelchair dolly. That's a great story.
Yeah.
Quentin just throwing movies together when he was younger. And just having a huge success with Pulp Fiction and everything. You think like, hey, maybe these guys got an eye, and they could just look around the room and go, I think that guy would work. So
like discover you at a malt shop like Marilyn Monroe.
So you just
Yeah, I wasn't slouching that day. I was showing them profiles.
Norton was actually doing scenes from Lucky Louie.
Oh yeah, Norton was overacting. Ant was showing his knowledge of like everything.
I was trying to outdo Quentin Tarantino as far as like old TV knowledge from the 70s and stuff, and you just get beaten down.
You can't beat that guy.
Nah.
Ant held his own. He's being humble. You held your own.
I've spent a lot of time just plopped in front of the television during my youth.
Ant's head isn't as big as Tarantino's.
No, that's full of movie knowledge.
He's got a huge melon.
Full of fucking movie knowledge too.
He's incredible.
I think you realize when you're talking to these guys that you just must look like Ralph Cramden. Mr. Faversham. You think I'm doing that play? It's out of the question. Out of the question.
It's cool to watch them two work together too. Yeah. I mean, these guys.
Amazing.
You just don't know what to expect from two people who have achieved the notoriety that they have, so you walk on set and you don't know what to expect. But these guys are like first-time filmmakers, and people always ask me, "Oh, is Quentin really crazy, or is Robert?" I'm like, "No, man, those guys are just happy to be doing what they're doing. They're just enthusiastic about what they're doing.
Yeah, so into it, man. You talk to Quentin, and it's like day one of making a movie.
Oh,
it's like he's just realized he can make movies. He's still so fucking pumped up and passionate about it.
He is.
Great to see.
Yeah, when we're on set, that stuff just trickles down to everyone else, and everyone else becomes pumped too. I mean, these guys, they have the formula locked down. I mean, I see why all their films are successful, but you just spend the first 10 minutes in a room with them, and you see why they're the geniuses that they are.
Dude, how psyched were you when you got the call? When he was like, "You got it."
Right.
You flip out you act cool. I don't know. Nothing's ever happened to me. I got a Comedy Central premium blend, and I jumped up and nothing now, stupid.
Yeah, Jerry Seinfeld talked to you.
I did just get a half hour.
Well, this is how it went down, right? Robert called and he said, I want you. He said, I want you to come down and audition for it, right? He sent me one scene. That's it. Didn't tell me what the character was. Didn't even tell me what the story was. Nothing, right? And I read it and I said, and it was the first scene of the film. When you remember when he walks in and he sees Rose's character and they sit down.
Yeah.
So there's nothing's really revealed there. And so I came in and I said, this guy's probably a badass, So I wore this cool leather jacket, spiked up my hair, man, had this hair on my chin, and I did it. And at that time, he only had about 30 pages written of the script, right? So after my audition, it inspired him to write the rest of the character and the rest of the script, and everybody else's audition too, and so he said, yeah, you got it. I didn't know what it was about. And we all went in to meet, and he sent me the script. And I remember reading the script the night before and thinking, wow, man, I cannot believe that I'm going to play this freaking action hero, And later he just said, yeah, man, you came in and you freaking played in a badass. I said, yeah, he should be a badass. And so the jacket that you see in the movie is really my jacket.
Oh, okay.
He said, bring the jacket you wore at the audition. You're going to wear it in the film. Bring the pants, the shirt, the boot, everything, So everything you see, the hair, the thing is what I wore at the audition.
He's obviously got some vision there, man. By the way, we got to bring it up. Last time Freddy was here, people are acknowledging this. I'm not going to lie to you, Freddy. We didn't really know what to do with you. So the interview turned out being Jim Norton taking the worst shit ever.
Oh, my God, that's right.
As we're trying to interview him.
Yeah, forgot about that.
He came in to promote Poseidon, which I ended up seeing afterwards, and you had a great death scene in that movie there, man.
It was cool. It was
the elevator shaft got you.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beheaded.
Yeah, that
man was beheaded in a movie.
Wasn't pretty.
It was not pretty at all.
Yeah, Kurt Russell bought it though, and that was like horrible.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was disturbing to watch.
God, to watch him drown.
Yeah, but his was like kick him off. It was like, imagine hearing that.
Kick him off.
You're like, he's got me. I got his foot. Now pull us all up, and you kick him off. And you're like, oh, and you see the gay guy just start kicking you. Get off.
The gay guy.
Get off. Get the Mexican guy off me.
Richard Dreyfuss. You know, what's his name? The gay guy.
The gay guy, Richard Dreyfuss. Yeah, this is our third movie together, me and Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
Yes, third. I'm not going to say I got him this film, but he told the story last night on Jimmy Kimmel. Mickey Rourke was supposed to play his role originally in Quentin's film. And then it didn't work out with Mickey, and Quentin was like, well, how's Kurt to work with, man? And he's just, one of the coolest guys I've ever worked with. He's like, get me Kurt's number. So I called Kurt in Tahiti. I said, hey, man, Quentin's going to call you. I think he wants you to do it. And anyway, long story short.
Is that how that shit happens?
Yeah, it is.
God damn.
So
I'm in Tahiti. Yeah, Quentin's going to call you. Got a movie.
I saw his agent on a plane not too long ago. I said, hey, man, I'm taking 10% of that check, man. I got him there.
Yeah, right. You got to get a commission. Finder's fee.
I got Colin Quinn at college last week.
That's great, Bob. Anyway. I was actually mentioned the Jerry Seinfeld thing because I'd seen the Jerry Seinfeld HBO where they kind of give him accolades and stuff, and he rips apart award shows and all that shit. And I can't look at Jerry Seinfeld anymore without thinking about your encounter with him at the cellar.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy was the thought that Jerry Seinfeld was saying hi to him.
Yeah, Jerry Seinfeld was at the top of a stairs, and he's talking down, and Bob is at the bottom of the stairs, and Bob's a comic, so he goes, hey, when you're done, come on up here. And, I got a table up here, and we'll just hang out and talk. And Bob is looking up at him at the stairs and goes, okay. And Jerry Seinfeld looks at him and goes, not you. He's talking to somebody behind him. How fucking embarrassing is that? Man. Not you. To have Jerry Seinfeld look disgusted at you and go, not you. Like, please step aside.
He was talking to the chick next to me, but there was a crowd of people just looking at me like, hey, boy. But now you get on Instant Messenger, and O&A fans will go, hey, man, Bobby, seeing you. You're the best. And I'll type back, thanks a lot. Not you. And they just sign off.
They won't let it go.
Was he an a-hole about it, though? Or what,
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Actually, but that, I guess that, I respect him, and I'm cool with it, because that's the way he is. It's not like he became famous and was an asshole.
Right.
He's been an asshole since, he was the day
You would officially call him an asshole, though?
I just did.
But, I mean, really? That's what you heard?
If he was here right now? No, I heard he's...
No, I know. I'm just...
I heard he's... Yeah, I talked to Quinn about it. He's like... Quinn actually talked to him about it. He goes, you said that to Bob. And he was like, yeah, so?
Yeah.
And Quinn was like, that's just the way he is.
And always
he's been
has
that way.
Yeah.
And I talked to everybody at the cellar. Like, yeah, he's just been that way. That's him. So you got to kind of respect it.
Remember meeting him outside of the Italian place?
He's really hard to read.
And we got introduced, and it's like, this is Opie and Anthony from our agent, some other agents introducing each other. And then we shook his hand, and he goes, oh, yeah, okay, yeah. And all I thought is, like, he's just thinking, radio people.
Right.
Like,
a cop was giving him a ticket out in front of the cellar, and the cop she said, that's Jerry Seinfeld's car. And he goes, oh, well, tell him, come on, give me an autograph. I'll erase the ticket. She went in, she goes, Jerry, a cop's giving me a ticket, because he just parks his Porsche right
Yeah, he doesn't care.
And she goes, all you have to do is just come on. He just wants an autograph, and blah, blah. She goes, tell him to give me the ticket.
Yeah,
that's what he said.
Oh, wow. There's more video of him getting tickets than any other celebrity. Like all those paparazzi and all those celebrity shows where they have video of, drunks, bitches coming out with their twat showing. Then they'll cut to like, and Jerry Seinfeld gets another ticket. There he is getting into his car.
TMZ.
Yeah.
TMZ.com.
He's like, I'm worth $300 million.
Yeah, this really isn't going to be much.
So he just hires one person to take care of his parking tickets. That's their whole job.
Yeah.
Charlie in Jersey, what's up?
Hey, Freddy, I was in Vienna, Austria for New Year's, and you can't believe how big 6 Feet Under is over there. I mean, they only get a DVD at a time, so they have to space out. They have viewings, people pile into houses. I mean, just go to Europe, dude. You rule there.
Really? Wow,
you rule there.
There's a show that always, every once in a while it comes on, and I'm bummed out I didn't watch it, and one of them is 6 Feet Under, never watched.
Yeah.
I watched
Freddie was in 6 Feet Under.
I know.
Well.
I tell you what, 6 Feet Under, I didn't want to watch, because The Sopranos were on.
Then
this came on.
Right,
and you get I'm telling you, you get sucked you just get sucked into the show.
Yeah,
because you think it's going to
shows
stink.
have a formula.
But it's just creepy,
just
man.
Make you addicted to it and stuff.
It's like
Because now, what's his
train
name
wreck.
from 6 Feet Under is in Dexter?
Yeah, Michael C. Hall.
Dexter's great.
Yeah, and that's another one that kind of sucks you in. And then Stupid Than gives me the first season of Lost. And I'm just like, all right, let me pop in a couple. And then by, like, the second DVD, you just, it's midnight. I got to be up at 4 a.m. One more episode. One more.
Because you try, it's like a Rubik's Cube now. You're trying to figure it out.
Figure everything out.
Okay, I know. It's a monster that is made of smoke.
Derek is just like, I gave up because nothing happens. I'm like, I just saw the first season. Shut up. He's like, no, nothing gets resolved. You could just stop watching it after the first season.
Yeah, and the thing about my show too, it's like a novel. So if you don't watch it from the beginning, you try to watch it from the middle, you just don't know what's happening.
Yeah, because you start out as like this perfect anal guy that just wants to make his way up, and then you turn into a dude who's banging strippers.
Yeah.
Oh, he winds up banging a stripper. He gets caught. He's fucked, and then he gets thrown out. And and he just wants. You know what I mean? He just wants everything back to the way it was, and he can't get there.
You just know everything about everything he's done, and you're willing to just discuss it.
Well,
I tell everybody.
I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. What have you seen? Have you seen 6 Feet Under?
No, actually, I haven't.
Have you seen 6 Feet Under?
I just said I didn't. That's how this whole thing started.
He was fantastic on it.
All right, let's say hi to Too Fat from Hoboken. Too Fat, what's up?
Hey, what's up, boys? How you doing? Hey, Freddy, man, big fan, dude. I just got the Harsh Times. I know it's probably not one of your best work, most famous, known for movies, but I think you're underrated, dude. You're great.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
I don't think he's going to be underrated after this Grindhouse. I'll tell you right now.
No.
He'll probably be part of the the QT crew. Like, you know how these guys usually show up at his movies afterwards? I hope you become a part of the team, man, and good luck. Punching up, boys.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, man.
There's a team?
Let's go to Randy in California. Randy,
boys, what?
I don't know. Randy, what's up?
How you doing?
Hey.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, I'm a big fan of the show. Freddie, I watched 6 Feet Under from the very beginning, and I saw Grindhouse last night here in California.
Oh,
and,
you did?
It's a total opposite acting. I mean, you're a good actor, but you're a great actor, and I just want to let you know.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, he's an action hero in Death Proof, which is the first feature of Grindhouse.
Can't believe it.
Planet Terror. I'm sorry, Planet Terror.
It's so different from his role as, from 6 Feet Under, and you're a great actor in that, but it's just, oh my God, it's totally different.
Thank you.
Did you love Grindhouse?
Gushing.
Loved it, man. I loved it. Like I said, the 3 hours was no big deal at all. It's just like I'm 43, and it's just like being back in the theater as a kid.
Yeah, that's what bothered me, too, at first. I'm like, it's 3 hours? I'm like, I can't remember the last time I sat in a theater for 3 hours, and I told Quentin when we met him, I'm like, it was the easiest 3 hours.
Yeah,
that's
no one was bitching about how long.
No.
Oh my God! Because sometimes you sit through a 3 hour movie and you know that was a 3 hour movie. Fuck, man, get me out of this.
As a kid, you sit through a movie for 3 hours. I mean, watching movies, but as an adult, 20 minutes you want to get out of there. But anyway, it was great.
All right, cool, man. Thanks, Randy. Frunkus, yes.
Frunkus.
Let's say hi to Michael in Texas. Michael, what's up?
Hey, love you guys. Love the show. Bobby, you're fucking great. Freddie, I saw a Grindhouse premiere in Austin last week.
Oh, you went?
And, yeah, I drove down from Dallas. It's fucking amazing.
Thank you, man.
And I thought Rose was going to be the big shining star because she was prominent in both parts of the movie, but you really blew me away in Planet Terror. I didn't expect El Rey to just take over, and that was great.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
The zombie shit was just amazing. Amazing.
Now, do you hook up with her?
All right, Michael.
At the beginning, did she have no leg through the whole movie?
No.
Okay.
No, about, halfway through?
A little longer than that.
Yeah.
But when it comes on, man, it comes on.
Well, I was just wondering if he hooked up with a chick. All right, there's a big difference between, all right, I met this chick when she had 2 legs, and then she lost one, as opposed to I was fucking this chick when she had 1 leg.
Dude, she's so hot in this movie, you don't care that she is missing a leg.
How do they it looks so real.
It's fucked up what they can do now with the CGI and all that.
Yeah, man, it's
amazing.
That's
It's amazing.
Does she have to hop around on 1 leg?
Yeah. Yeah, man, for 4 months. She had to hop around on 1 leg.
Oof. Yeah, and you can't tell. You would, if you didn't know this actress, you'd think they got obviously an actress with 1 leg.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's
I don't understand, because the older movies you always could tell. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, a little
not
toe
anymore.
sticking out of the ass.
That's a dead giveaway every time.
Let's go to Chris in Houston. Chris, what's up?
Hey, love you guys. Love the show. I just wanted to ask Freddy, man, I'm a big fan of his. Been a fan of his ever since he was in Can't Hardly Wait and that annoying sidekick guy. But what's next for you, man? It's almost like you're becoming like the new John Leguizamo, man.
The new John Leguizamo.
Oh, wow.
What happened to the old one? Where'd he go?
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, I'm about to sign on to something pretty soon. I can't say now, but I put out 4 movies last year. 1 this year, 5 seasons of my show. So, Grindhouse was so exhausting for me that I took a little break after that. But I'm about to start something pretty soon.
Why was it exhausting, by the way?
I had, we shot the whole thing at night, right? So, like, for 4 months, I was nocturnal. It's like from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. I would work. And then I had months of training for that film, to accomplish all the fight sequences and the knife sequences and the gun sequences, and then just physical training as well, because I'd take my shirt off in the film. So, you mix that with filming at night and working 15 hours a day, man, that thing would just burn you out. And then I did, 4 other movies before that and 5 seasons of my show. I was just burnt, man.
Did you know how to handle a gun before the movie?
No, zero, man. I've never even held a real gun before that film.
That sounds like a whatever question, but when you see Grindhouse, you're like, well, fuck, man.
Yeah.
Do they give him a gun in the crib? Like, it does things with a gun you've never seen before.
They give you gun lessons.
And you pulled it off like you knew your way around it.
Yeah, it's something you brought up where you said, if you got to take your shirt off, you got to work out to that point. But in the old movies, like, they didn't care. It's so funny when you watch, like, an old Chuck Heston movie.
I was going to go with John
Wayne.
Yeah, Charles Heston.
And they take their shirt off, and they're supposed to be in shape, and they're sucking it in, and they just got these big barrels that they're trying to hide everything. It's so funny. These old guys just didn't realize. And they weren't old guys back then. They were just so fucking out of shape, smoking, drinking every night. All those guys.
Looks like their skin's just filled with jello.
Looks like they have one rib. That's what it looks like. Just one giant rib.
One big rib, and everything's... they're trying so hard to suck it in. They got flabby tits and stuff. Just hysterical.
Baloney tits.
Dude, you knew you were doing this fucking movie. You couldn't stay out or keep from going out one night and maybe do a couple of crunches or something.
That's a great observation.
They used to pound back then too hard.
Really?
Man. Yeah, you see their faces. They all look bloated. Yeah. And like when you pound all night, your face is bloated. Your eyes
they were out just
bloated.
Banging Hollywood starlets, drinking with each other, and God knows what else. Getting home at all hours, and then they'd go to the set, do their movie, and like you said, they're all bloated, hungover.
The only ones that were in shape were the gay ones. Like Rock Hudson he had abs,
smoking. Even him when he takes it off. All those guys. Like Burt Lancaster.
Yeah.
He's playing like, hey, Spartacus, one of those movies. And just a wreck.
Yeah, they allowed it, though. But that's the thing, is that, the studio system allowed it back then.
Yeah.
Now,
you better whip your ass in a fucking shape, but you're off the picture.
Yeah, if they even think you were drinking the night before, man, you are out, dude. I mean, it's so strict now. It's,
no kidding.
Play. Oh, heck yeah.
Well, Lindsay Lohan gets a little fucking breather, though, on that stuff.
Yeah, well, she's, 19, 20. But if she was 25, 30 doing that, she'd be out, dude.
Yeah.
Big time.
Ooh. What happens?
What are you? Were you Mexican?
Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
All right. There's a big difference. Mexicans, the accent is very...
that could be the most amazing question that we've had so far.
Mexicans
what are you?
Well, when I used to go on... I'm Irish, believe it or not.
Oh, right.
That's what your adopted parents are? So
I used to go on auditions.
Irish now, too?
No, Colin Quinn says that my great-great-grandmother was raped by a Chechnyan on the Khyber Pass.
Holy fucking Colin can come up with that.
Chechnyan and Khyber. Go fuck yourself, Quinn.
What was this Buddha line about you? Backstage at the Halloween show?
I don't know.
Oh, what the fuck was
I don't know, but he had a grass skirt on. I said, that's his Comedy Central tough crowd contract. He was all shredded. No, I was just asking because, I mean, Rodríguez is Mexican, right?
Yeah,
he's Mexican, right? Yeah. And when I was in LA, I used to go on auditions. My agent used to throw me on Spanish auditions all the time.
Yeah,
and it would be, but it was I had to learn Spanish. Like there'd be like a whole Spanish scene.
Oh, you mean?
So I'd be out talking to the gardener dude, like, dude, what's this mean? He's like, that means you have to say it like this. And I'd have to rehearse all these Spanish lines. And then you go in, it's all Spanish dudes, and they speak Spanish, and they come out, Robert Kelly, and they all just stare at me like, who the fuck did they just say?
Right.
And then, and I'm just
You
like,
can pass, though. Man.
Yeah,
you
you kind of like the
I can pass until I talk, and then I sound like a hump from fucking Long Island.
Right.
The line was, Bob Kelly looks like a last-minute gift at a Chinese airport.
That's fucking great. Who got that?
That was Colin.
Who just whipped that out, though?
Dan remembered, or somebody in the other room, Danny.
Jeez,
If it's an insult,
you look like a
someone
Buddha.
in this room will remember. If you were insulted,
Buddha figurine or something, he said.
No, I got it.
Yeah. I know, I'm just like making sure it hurts a little more.
just driving the knife in a little deeper, giving it a twist.
You kind of ruined it when you said figurine.
Figurine. Anything but "een" should be at the end of what Bob Kelly looks like.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry. Anything, no "een" or "et." I know, I'm a fucking
You're not a Men's Weekly ass face.
Hey, I'm working on it.
Me and you
not
both,
ready to take my shirt off for a movie.
we both look like we're in a hunting magazine.
What?
I don't know.
What are you going to do?
All right, we should get Freddy out of here. Big freaking movie star.
I
You
know.
got anything else going on today?
Damn, man.
No, it's just that, man. I'm actually catching a flight back to L.A. today.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
The star
thank you
of Planet
so much,
Terror,
man.
the first movie of Grindhouse. It opens tomorrow.
Get recognized a lot at the airports and stuff.
Yeah, I got to dinner and all that. Yeah, but people are usually real cool. You know? Yeah.
I mean, people come up to you and say, man, you look like Rick Delgado.
Rick Delgado's our old producer.
Just want to make people laugh around here today.
He's our old producer.
You look exactly like our old producer.
Do I really?
And trust me, he wanted to do what you're doing.
Hey.
And that's why he's our old producer.
Ouch. Thanks a lot, guys.
Hey,
Freddy
thanks for coming in, man.
Rodríguez, star of Planet Terror, opening Friday. It's part of Grindhouse. The movie's Grindhouse.
And if that stupid Ice Cube movie outgrosses Grindhouse, I'm going to fucking go on a shooting spree. I don't want to see that.
Nice meeting you, man.
Take it easy, man.
All right.
It's got the world by the balls right now.
Yeah.
Nice.
We showed you respect today there, Freddie. No Jim Norton shitting
Norton shitting
during the interview because you're in a real movie now.
If you want to see Norton shit, though, go to Miami Beach.
Huh?
Going to be at the Improv.
Yeah.
Coconut Grove.
Poseidon sucked, by the way.
I liked it.
I liked it, too.
Are you crazy?
It was almost a really good movie.
Dude,
Let
me tell you something. If there wasn't an original, and I'm not even saying the original was a great movie, but if there wasn't an original Poseidon Adventure, that movie really would have been like, wow, this is fantastic fucking ship disaster movie.
Yeah. I love how Anthony's trying to just sidetrack him from fucking ruining what just happened in here. He's
been my whole fucking career, Bob.
But I don't like it. Let Opie do what he does. I want to be uncomfortable. I want to be uncomfortable.
It was almost a great movie. It didn't suck.
You go, it was good. You know what? And your pauses.
As soon as you knew they booked Richard Dreyfuss for a show, duh. It's not coming here to promote an Oscar winner. We're not going to get Richard Dreyfuss unless it's a bomb that they need to work the movie.
I don't think anyone thought it was going to be an Oscar winner. I don't think anyone thought Poseidon was going to be an Oscar winner. But as far as a remake of the Poseidon Adventure, I thought it was very cool. The CGI looked great.
Really? CGI was great. Go fuck yourself, Anthony.
I laughed, I cried, I felt good about myself.
I did like it, but now I'm with Opie. It fucking stinks.
I'll tell you, Richard Dreyfuss was downright creepy in the movie as an old queen. Yeah. Freddy Rodríguez had an amazing part and an amazing death scene. He's now gone, so I'm not kissing his ass. You see, he's not anywhere near here. Right. And Kurt Russell's death scene was unbelievable. Yeah. But then there was Kurt
Russell was cool in the whole movie.
Yeah, but you got to give it up.
His death scene.
The Rogue Wave was unbelievable. I'm into Rogue Waves. Did you see Deadly Catch, the Rogue Wave? You see that the other day?
Dude, someone dies on Deadliest Catch this season. I just found that out the other day.
2 people died last season.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The whole ship went down in the first season.
Yeah, but this last season, there was a Rogue Wave. The guy's on the deck, and all of a sudden, the whole boat is on its side. You can see the wave come in, the shadow.
It's just crazy fucking people to take that job.
Oh, I'd love to see be on a boat with a Rogue Wave.
Rogue Wave.
Yeah, it just sounds good.
Kurt Russell was good in the movie. They just need
what was it missing?
A little more storyline. There was some great scenes in the original Poseidon.
Like what?
I don't know. They just built up the.
You didn't feel enough for the characters.
No, not really.
Was that it?
No, not at all.
You didn't get freaked out when they had to swim to get to that thing and the kid had to stick his hand up with a cross and.
Well, absolutely, but in the original, when they went for that swim underwater, it was just there. See, I'm getting the nod from the father out there with the daughter that likes to talk.
He just nods. That guy just nods. He's not nodding at you.
Hey, the father's giving you a thumbs up. He even knows.
Being nice.
They didn't get that from me. No, we'll talk to them after the break. From Louisiana, and he's from somewhere else. You guys. So there's a
Louisiana.
But you live up here, or you're working up here?
I'm working up here.
Oh, okay, we'll get into what they're all about now.
Yes, see what the hell that's all about.
Huh?
Is he an old wrestling coach?
Wrestling coach.
Some of the slow scenes in the Poseidon really made the movie, though. Like the new Poseidon, I think they felt like no one wants to sit through like a real storyline and dialogue. They just wanted action.
Well, you watch those old Irwin Allen disaster movies, and they fucking stink. The whole build-up of the characters is most of the movie. And then the disaster part is the end. Coincidentally enough, I just saw last weekend Airport 79, The Concorde.
Ooh.
And
starring O.J.?
No, O.J. wasn't in that
O.J. was in Towering Inferno?
I forgot what John Davidson was in it.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. There was the old lady. She was in it. And then George, what's his name? The guy that's in every single one of them.
George C. I don't know.
He's the guy that was the mechanic in the first one that had the cigar and was trying to rock the 707 out of the snow like it was an old Chevy.
Opie had a mood swing half through Freddy's interview, and he hasn't been back since.
I was in a really bad mood yesterday. I'm fine today.
You just went like this way.
I got beat up.
He's writing it down. Huh?
Kennedy?
George Kennedy.
Oh, George Kennedy.
George Kennedy. He worked his way up through. He was in every one of those fucking movies, and he finally worked his way up where he was the mechanic in the first one.
Yeah.
And he's the pilot in this one.
It's like, what the fuck?
It's like he was promoted throughout all the airport movies. You know, I think in Airport 78, he was like a ticket person.
He was getting promotions.
At the counter. He kept getting promotions.
He was getting movie promotions.
So he's the pilot, and this movie was so fucking bad that they had to do some kind of landing in the snow. And they landed, they got everyone out, and the plane blew up in, I swear, 4 minutes. The whole thing happened in 4 minutes. The big climax.
Sure.
And then the credits start rolling. Like they ran out of film. Like they fucking ran. I'm watching the movie going, people actually walked out of a movie theater, and I picture like the credits rolling and people getting up in a movie theater because this was out in a fucking movie theater.
Right.
And going like, that was great. Wasn't that a good movie? And thinking, how did people watch fucking movies like this back then?
It probably was a great movie back then, though.
It was back then.
Yeah,
like, people talked about it.
The problem is, back then you had nothing really to compare it to. Like now, when you see an old movie, you compare it to all the great stuff they're doing now.
If you were sitting in a movie theater and Airport 79, The Concorde's on, and it ends, you're in the theater yelling, are you fucking kidding me?
All right, this is what we're going to do when we get back, because I'm on the same line as you now. When we get back, movies where you actually yelled at the screen and went...
Yelling, go, what, huh?
Like, I told the story, I saw The Village back in the day, a few years ago, and the credits start rolling, and a guy just stands up in front of everybody and goes, that was bullshit! And the whole place just starts applauding, because they were all thinking it, but we're too scared to say anything.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? That was bullshit!
I'll give you one right now. New movie.
Where you went?
Came out a while ago. No, a new movie came out a while ago. New movie came out like a few months ago, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Decided.
The Fountain. The Fountain.
The fuck is The Fountain?
It's got fucking Wolverine in it.
Ask the faggot.
So I watched it. It's about. Well, the way the trailer looked, it looked like a cool kind of time thing where they find the Fountain of Youth.
Okay.
Which turns out to be a fucking tree or something, and then he's living like up until the future. You know, so I like time fucking shit like that. It turns into this dopey chick flick type sci-fi thing that makes no sense and ended. When it ended, I'm sitting there going, what? Are you shitting me? No answers, no nothing.
We could get into that after the break. And also, someone is claiming they have the best midget sighting ever. We take your phone call, but I gotta take
saw
a
that
leak.
coming?
I gotta,
No?
I gotta, you know.
Go take a piss.
Oh, I heard you.
Of course.
I have to take a leak so bad my body temperature just dropped.
Oh, really? It's like you're full of antifreeze.
Oh, my, yeah.